Did you know that every year, thousands of dogs are rushed to emergency vets for eating things their owners thought were totally harmless? According to a 2022 study by the American Veterinary Medical Association, over 70% of food-related poisoning in dogs comes from common household items we humans eat every day. That's right. Without realizing it, you might be feeding your dog something that could be slowly damaging their health or even putting their life at risk. But don't worry, we've got your back. In this video, we're diving into 5 specific foods that vets warn you should never feed your dog. Some of them might even surprise you. So if you love your pup like family, and I know you do, stick around and make sure you're not making one of these dangerous mistakes. You've probably heard that chocolate is bad for dogs, but do you know why it's actually dangerous? Chocolate contains theobromine, a compound that humans metabolize easily, but dogs process extremely slowly. This slow metabolism means that even small amounts of chocolate can build up in your dog's system and cause toxic effects. The darker the chocolate, the more theobromine it contains. Just 1 ounce of dark chocolate can be enough to poison a small dog. Symptoms of theobromine poisoning include vomiting, diarrhea, rapid breathing, muscle tremors, seizures, and in severe cases, even heart failure. What should you do instead? Never offer your dog anything with chocolate. No brownies, no cookies, not even a lick of hot cocoa. Keep all chocolate-containing foods locked away or on high shelves. If you want to treat your dog, go for dog-safe carob treats, which look like chocolate but are completely harmless for them. Why this matters emotionally. When you give your dog a bite of your dessert, it feels like you're sharing love. But if that dessert has chocolate, the kindest gesture can turn into a medical emergency. Protecting your dog means sometimes saying no, and choosing treats made just for them. They trust you with their lives, and this is one of the simplest ways to keep that trust strong. This one shocks a lot of dog owners. Grapes and raisins, even in tiny amounts, can cause sudden kidney failure in dogs. And here's the scary part. Scientists and veterinarians still don't know exactly why. There's no known toxin identified yet, and some dogs react severely to just a couple grapes, while others seem unaffected. But the risk is too high to ignore. A single serving of raisins or a handful of grapes has been known to cause lethargy, vomiting, diarrhea, loss of appetite, and within 72 hours, kidney shutdown in sensitive dogs. And yes, even organic, seedless grapes are dangerous. What to do instead? Always read ingredient labels carefully. Some granola bars, trail mixes, and even baked goods can contain raisins or grape juice. Keep all forms of grapes and raisins completely out of your dog's reach. If you're looking for a fruity snack to share, try blueberries or apple slices without seeds. Both are dog-safe and packed with nutrients. Why this matters emotionally: you might be offering grapes as a healthy snack, thinking you're being a great pet parent. But just because it's healthy for humans doesn't mean it's safe for dogs. Knowing this and acting on it shows how deeply you care about your dog's well-being. You're not just a pet owner, you're their guardian. It might surprise you, but onions, garlic, leeks, and chives, whether raw, cooked, powdered, or dehydrated, are toxic to dogs. These ingredients contain compounds called thiosulfates, which destroy red blood cells in dogs and can lead to a serious condition called hemolytic anemia. Even small amounts over time can add up. For example, giving your dog leftover chicken seasoned with garlic powder might seem harmless, but repeated exposure can weaken their blood and energy levels without you even realizing it. Signs of allium poisoning can include weakness, pale gums, vomiting, elevated heart rate, and lethargy. But the symptoms often appear days after ingestion, which makes it even trickier to diagnose quickly. What should you do instead? Avoid giving your dog any human food seasoned with onion or garlic, even soup, sauces, or baby food. If you're cooking and want to include your dog, set aside a plain, unseasoned portion of meat or veggies before adding spices and seasonings. Why this matters emotionally: sharing a bit of your meal feels like bonding, but when that meal contains hidden dangers, it becomes a silent threat. Your dog depends on you to know what's safe. By learning this, you're not just preventing illness, you're deepening the trust they already have in you every time they sit at your feet hoping for a treat. Here's one most people completely overlook: xylitol. It's a common sugar substitute found in sugar-free gum, peanut butter, toothpaste, baked goods, and even some over-the-counter medications. For humans, it's a helpful sweetener, but for dogs, it's extremely toxic, even in tiny amounts. Before we reveal the last two dangerous foods, let me ask you something. If you're learning something new right now, something that could literally save your dog's life, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It tells us you care deeply about your pet's health and want to keep learning with us. Also, don't forget to like this video. It helps more dog lovers like you find this important information. And tell us in the comments, which of these foods surprised you the most? Maybe it was the grapes or the peanut butter. Let us know below. We'd love to hear your story. Xylitol causes a rapid release of insulin in a dog's body, which leads to a dangerous drop in blood sugar, called hypoglycemia. In some cases, it can also lead to liver failure. Symptoms can start as soon as 10 to 60 minutes after ingestion and include vomiting, weakness, lack of coordination, tremors, seizures, and collapse. The terrifying part? Just one piece of sugar-free gum or a spoon of xylitol-sweetened peanut butter can be fatal to a small dog. What should you do instead? Always check ingredient labels, especially on products like peanut butter, gum, breath mints, or anything labeled sugar-free. Choose pet-safe peanut butter brands or treats that clearly state xylitol-free. If your dog ever gets into something and you're unsure, call your vet or a poison control center immediately. Why this matters emotionally? It's heartbreaking to think that something as routine as brushing your teeth or sharing a spoon of peanut butter could put your dog at risk. But by being informed, you're transforming everyday habits into acts of love and protection. You're not just giving them a treat, you're giving them a safer, longer life. It feels so natural to toss your dog a leftover bone after dinner, especially when they look up at you with those pleading eyes. But here's the truth. Cooked bones, especially from chicken, turkey, or pork, are one of the most dangerous things you can give your dog. When bones are cooked, they become brittle and can easily splinter into sharp shards. These fragments can puncture your dog's mouth, throat, stomach, or intestines. Even if no perforation happens, they can cause painful blockages that often require emergency surgery. And the risk isn't just theoretical. Vets see this all the time. What to do instead? Skip the dinner bones entirely. If you want to give your dog something to chew, choose vet-approved raw bones under supervision, or durable chew toys made specifically for dental health. There are also edible dental chews designed to satisfy their chewing instinct without the risk. Why this matters emotionally? Sharing a bone might feel like a way to reward your dog, but real love means protecting them, even from traditions we grew up believing were harmless. When your dog happily gnaws on a safe alternative, you'll know you made the better choice, not just for their safety, but for the many tail-wagging days you'll still have together. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've just uncovered. You've now learned about 5 seemingly innocent things that could seriously harm or even kill your dog. Chocolate, grapes and raisins, onions and garlic, xylitol, and cooked bones. These aren't rare, obscure ingredients. They're in your kitchen right now, in your snacks, in your leftovers, in things you might have lovingly shared with your dog without ever realizing the danger. And that's not your fault. Because here's the truth. Most pet parents, good, caring people, simply don't know. They're doing their best. They're offering what feels natural. A bite of chocolate here, a bone from Sunday dinner there. After all, sharing is love, right? But when it comes to our pets, love isn't just about what we give. It's about what we protect them from. Every one of these foods can cause real harm, even in small amounts. Some effects are immediate, like a drop in blood sugar from xylitol. Others are silent and delayed, like kidney failure from just a few grapes. And some, like brittle cooked bones, can cause terrifying emergencies that leave you rushing to the vet in the middle of the night. And the worst part? Your dog won't know it's dangerous. They'll look at you with trust, with excitement. They'll take what you offer them because to them, it's not food. It's love from you. That's why this video matters. By learning these 5 things to never feed your dog, you've already taken a powerful step forward as a pet parent. You're not just feeding them. You're thinking ahead. You're staying informed. You're protecting their health and their happiness, and that makes you the kind of dog owner every dog deserves. But here's the thing. Avoiding harmful foods is just the beginning. There are so many ways we accidentally affect our dog's well-being, ways we don't always recognize because they don't come with a label or a warning sign. For example, did you know that some of the ways we show affection can actually cause stress or confusion for your dog, or that certain tones of voice or routines can make them anxious without us even noticing? If you're ready to deepen your bond even further, if you want to not just keep your dog safe, but also make them feel more secure, more loved, and more understood every single day, then I have the perfect next step for you. Watch this next video. It could change the way your dog looks at you, for the better. Click the video right now, and let's keep building the happiest, healthiest life possible for your best friend. They do anything for you, and now you're doing the same for them.